Today is something that can change your future. We're going to talk about financial freedom. What is financial literacy?
I think it's a very fundamental element in someone's life. Everyone wants to make money, but no one understands it.
Do you think our education actually helping our students or next generation to be financially smart or financially stupid? Parents to also understand that how important your beliefs are and passing down to your children, they're very important.
Yeah.
When we work with students, a lot of people they say CA ban jao to tumhe money aa jata, but I feel like CA is more accounting degree.
They'll earn a lot of money, but they won't have any.
Start with teenager. I feel like those 3-4 years will give you investment maturity.
Yes.
So that by the time you are there, you already know the game.
Exactly. पहले कोलगेट में नमक होना चाहिए था, फिर कोलगेट में चारकोल होना चाहिए था, not चारकोल.
चारकोल या.
फिर उसमें नींबू भी होना चाहिए था. 2 drinks down if you have a Moblong or Reynolds doesn't, no one cares, right? When we're talking about business owners, most of the ones that I have worked with are 2nd and 3rd generation business owners.
Okay.
Active income से पैसा कमा रहे हैं, passive income से नहीं. तो उनको पैसा बनाना आता है, लेकिन manage नहीं करना आता.
That's a good point. Common traps would you say that young people can get into?
The first and most common one is कि high returns. सबको चाहिए पैसा डबल हो जाए और yesterday.
Well, if you love money, this episode is for you. Welcome to Future Ready, where we help students, parents, and educators to master skills which traditional education often skips. And today is something super amazing. Today is something that can change your future. We're going to talk about financial freedom. And I believe that a lot of people, they want to live a life with a lot of money, financial freedom, but very few people actually understand these concepts. And even fewer people have the ability to teach and coach other people to help them on this journey. And I have here somebody who's expert at it. He has years of experience who's coaching entrepreneurs, industrialists to help them build their financial income, their passive income, wealth, and much, much more. Arpit, welcome to the show.
Lovely to be here.
Right. So, Arpit, we're going to talk about financial freedom, right? And I feel like when we talk about financial freedom, we should start from the very basics. What is financial literacy and why do you think it's so important to learn at an early age?
I think it's a very fundamental element in someone's life. Everyone wants to make money, but no one understands it. And that's exactly what financial literacy is.
Mm-hmm.
The entire ecosystem of education eventually is helping you to either be employed or more employable. And eventually you do that to make money. But if you don't understand money in the first place, then
how will you make money?
Exactly. So you might have it, but you would not understand how to manage it. So if you don't understand money, then just making is never going to suffice, no matter how much you make.
Because even there are people who are like making money, but they are not using money properly. Is that right?
Absolutely. I have had encounters with the CAs who say, I have money management problems.
Really?
Yes. And it's not a joke. And there are many like that. It's not a 1 or 2 instance. I am talking dozen. A dozen people I have spoken to who are CAs and say we have money management problem. Means it's not something that you can mug up. It's not a test. It's an understanding. That is exactly what financial literacy is.
But I think what you also mentioned is right. Like a lot of people, even when we work with students, a lot of people, they say CA ban jao to tumhe money aa jata. But I feel like CA is more accounting degree.
It is.
It is not a finance degree.
Yes.
It's not about investing or something.
Definitely not.
And it's so surprising, right? I mean, if you look at the education system, we are not talking about this such a critical skill. Like I talk to a lot of students and Gen Z, the first thing I asked, what do you want to do in life? They said, we want to earn a lot of money. And we are not teaching this skill.
Yes.
What do you think about this?
Well, they'll earn a lot of money, but they won't have any.
I like it. Question for you. Do you think our education is actually helping our students or next generation to be financially smart or financially stupid?
I would say it's helping them to become financially employable to make money. But Smart or stupid comes from the choices they make.
Mhm.
Choices are pretty much governed by the environment they're in. The education per se will tell them the right thing to do, but how they interpret that and make it a reality in their life depends. That is the basis on which are they going to be financially smart or
That's a good
stupid.
point. But how do they become financially smart? Like, are there ways to do it?
Hmm,
They need to learn it for sure.
absolutely.
How can you become smart?
I think the best way is doing it practically. At least I
Hmm.
can say for myself.
Hmm.
I didn't pay much attention to my studies. Thankfully, then, because later I had a knack for learning, and it became not just professional; it became an integral part of me too. So, learning about money is one part, and practically doing money is another. When I say practically doing money, I mean that all the things that you're learning you're actually putting into place as you're using it. Maybe it could be managing the taxes, or it could be investing,
Hmm.
or it could be saving techniques, or managing credit cards. There's so many other aspects of money. So when you start doing it yourself, even when you're making mistakes, because you're starting going to start small, right?
Right.
So that's okay. Make mistakes, fine. That is a lesser cost to pay.
And that's a good thing is about, I see this younger generation too risk averse. So they just don't want to go in the field and make mistakes
Yeah.
as if something bad will happen.
Hmm.
And just off the record, what he said about studying, we are not promoting that you should not study. You should do justice with your academics. But
Yes.
of course, it should be more engaging in terms of this. What are few terms
Hmm.
that you feel if somebody who's in a school or college
Hmm.
or watching this episode or on a journey to start this financial journey,
Hmm.
what are some terms, or maybe we can define the terms later on. What are the
Hmm.
some terms you feel like they should understand?
I think it depends on in which area do you want to get into. If someone is talking about investing, then ETF is the first word that comes to mind.
Good. Can you define
People,
ETF?
exchange trade
Okay,
funds.
good.
Like people think mutual fund is the only way of investing.
Right.
People have this very big misconception ki SIP means mutual fund, which is a very wrong understanding. It's systematic investment plan. You could be buying properties in SIP also
Right.
if you
Right.
have the amount and the appetite. So basic things aren't clear. People once they at least understand that, that sets the tone for doing the right taking the right decisions later.
So, Arpit, there are these two terms which I generally I hear from a lot of people.
Hmm.
What is the difference between financial independence
Hmm.
and financial security? What do you think?
So very easy to get the two confused.
Hmm.
फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस ना एक एक्चुअली एक कैलकुलेशन है.
Hmm.
पीपल फीलिंग सोचते हैं.
Hmm.
इट्स अ कैलकुलेशन दैट if I spend, let's say, a lakh rupees a month
Hmm.
on the way that I live,
Hmm.
so that is my lifestyle expense.
Okay.
If I make more money than that passively, matlab not from my active job or business, passively,
Mhm.
then I'm financially free. That's it.
Okay.
So it's not having a yacht.
So I like it. So it's like calculation.
Yeah, it's a simple calculation.
Um, People just say security. Like I want financial security. Is it same as independence or something different?
So I think the word security sort of came because maybe someone wanted you to invest. फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स को फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटीज बोलते हैं.
Right.
फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी उससे आती नहीं है. फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी बेसिकली कम्स फ्रॉम कवरिंग योर रिस्क. सो आई गिव यू एग्जांपल सो इट्स वेरी इजीली अंडरस्टैंडेबल.
Mhm.
I might be financially free,
Hmm.
but I still might not be financially secure.
Oh, that's a good point. Mhm.
Because I might have more than 1 lakh rupees per month passive income.
Mhm.
But what if I don't have a health insurance of 50 lakhs and I get cancer? Is my 1 lakh passive income going to take care of those expenses?
Oh,
No.
okay.
So I'm not secure. So insurance is
A way for
a
security.
way. That's They should call insurances securities, if anything. That's what they give. Financial securities are financial instruments in
Right.
which you invest to generate money and you have enough wealth,
Yeah.
that also contributes to it, but it's not the only thing जिसकी वजह से ये होता है.
Great. I want to ask you, like, why do you like love money? I mean, we all
Who
do.
doesn't?
We all do. But like, you started helping a lot of entrepreneurs and
Yeah.
I mean, big industrialists with this money thing.
Hmm.
Generally, you feel like इसके पास पैसा है,
Hmm.
तो इसको manage करना भी आता है. But I don't think so. That's right?
Definitely
Not
not.
right.
Definitely not.
Tell me about your experiences with these people, or maybe something you want to share about like how different it is.
What I have seen is that when we're talking about business owners, most of the ones that I have worked with are second and third generation business owners,
Okay.
which means they have received money. Not every one of them have created it themselves. And despite many of them who've enhanced the wealth and legacy of the family, have done it through their businesses mostly, and less by the management of their wealth.
Oh.
तो वो एक्टिव इनकम से पैसा कमा रहे हैं, पैसिव इनकम से नहीं. तो उनको पैसा बनाना आता है लेकिन मैनेज नहीं करना आता.
That's a good point. So they're making with their existing business,
Yes.
but not with what they have.
Yes.
So even like making money is different from managing money, right?
Absolutely. Different things.
And when you see people like even if they have like a lot of money, but they don't know how to manage it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Tell me about your like speciality. Like if somebody's starting to invest fresh and they are anyone at any age, let's say, what do you think is the right or safest way for them to start with this?
I think if they're starting to invest, and I'm presuming if they are young adults,
Yeah.
like in the early 20s, you should be going all out in equity markets because
Can you
there
define
is-
equity markets a bit?
So जिसको हम stock market बोलते हैं, so asset classes basically equity होता है, which means ownership. You buy something of which you become a owner. एक debt market होता है जिसमें आप उधार के, जैसे when you put the money in the bank, that is उधार, that's
Right.
debt. Then there's real estate. Everyone knows precious metal like gold and silver, and alternative assets. Insurance assets नहीं होते हैं.
Okay.
Insurances are risk covers.
Okay.
सो प्रिडोमिनेंटली ये 5 एसेट्स हैं जिसमें लोग इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. उसमें equity is the one which is most relevant for young adults because they have an entire 30-40 years of time
Compounding.
space to go for investing, which means they're extremely long term, means they should be extremely bullish. So it makes sense. The good part is you can do these in very small fractions also. So you need not have 10 lakhs to start right away. You can do it for 1,000 a month also.
हाँ, कोई बोलते हैं कि 1,000 रुपए से भी आप कर सकते हो.
Exactly. So there is no bar per se, and 1,000 rupees is not a very, very big amount.
True.
Even if someone who saves up in a few weeks can get there and start investing monthly, 1,000 rupees is doable.
मतलब आजकल तो पॉकेट मनी 5 से 10,000 रुपए है. तो
पिज्जा
1,000
मंगवाओ,
रुपए
1,000 रुपए तो चलेगा.
एग्जैक्टली. तो पिज्जा आ जाता है ना 1,000 रुपए का.
बस.
बट इन्वेस्टिंग के लिए थोड़ा सोचना पड़ता है.
Yes. So priority.
But even like starting small is a good way.
Absolutely.
And especially if you are in your teens, 20s, you can easily start with it.
I'm a big believer of doing it while you learn it. एक प्रोसेस होता है learn and then you start doing. And then and I'm not judging, but what has worked for me most is कि while I am learning I start doing so that I learn it better. So that's how I see it, or it has worked very well for me.
No, so I think वो बोलते हैं ना एक कि there are 2 ways of doing things. So you aim, you ready, and then you shoot. And there's the other way, you shoot, then you aim, and you're getting ready. So
Yes.
I feel like
That's
what
the
you're
third.
saying is more about like just do it,
Exactly.
you know. But you're right. Sometimes I feel like people are, I think, more concerned about risk factor. क्योंकि पैसा एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा सा लोगों को लगता है यार जाता है ना, तो मतलब मैं ये नहीं सोचता कि 1,000 से मैं 5,000 कमा लूंगा. मैं सोचता हूँ अगर 1,000 रुपए वो चला गया ना तो वो ज़्यादा दुखेगा.
Yes, that's true.
So I think it has to do a lot with mindset also.
Psychology,
हाँ ना?
the
Psychology of
the
money.
loss
Yeah.
is more painful than the gain.
Yeah.
चाहे वो equal amounts में क्यों ना हो.
So what are the good habits you feel like you can advise for somebody who can start doing it at a young age?
I think first and foremost is budgeting, and you'd be surprised that it's still relevant even for much older adults. When I'm saying much older, I mean people in their 40s also.
They don't budget?
Budget, they don't.
Really?
No.
Oh, wow.
They don't budget, they don't
Tell
have
me
a
more.
clue. And sometimes not even in their business.
Really?
Sometimes not even in their business. So budgeting, as simple as the word is, it's very, very integral, and it all starts, the buck starts from here.
And when you say budgeting, it's like, can you define budgeting? Like if somebody wants to do it, can you define certain parameters like?
Yes. So like for individuals, let's say who are employed, there's a very simple mechanism, 50, 30, 20 rule. So 50% of all you receive should go in your needs. 30 should be in your wants. 20% should go into investing.
Okay.
But the sequence will be investing first.
Oh, so 20% first?
First 20%, then your needs, and then your want. अब इसके अंदर logic क्या है कि when you start making more, then do you really need 50% in needs?
No, not really.
Needs तो fixed है.
वो तो कम हो जाएगा.
Wants unlimited है. So you start moving the needle from your needs to your investing. So keep the wants because gratification मिलता है.
But to an extent, like not over.
30% is always like the top line on wants. Needs का 50% है, move the needle downward, and investment minimum 20% है, keep on moving it upward.
So have you seen people like when you coach them or you tell them, have you seen people like doing a lot of wants and not so much investing?
It is true, they already are, and they're in that mind frame, and because वो social conditioning ऐसी है कि then how would I look in the society if I don't have a BMW? Because all of my friends have. So फिर ना चाहते हुए भी want तो करना पड़ेगा. तो वो conditioning अगर if young age से ये clarity आ जाए कि if someone has a luxury car, तो good for them. Doesn't mean I also need to match up to it or I'm any lesser if I don't have. तो वो अगर mindset build हो जाए तो I think half the struggle is done.
And I think I was also read about Warren Buffett. I think he still lives in his old house, still drives his old. Is that right?
I mean, second-hand car.
Second-hand car. Look at that. I mean, he can buy even a car company.
There's a very interesting one. Another one on this. Jeff Bezos का जो table है, work table, is actually a door. Which got dismantled and put it horizontally, and he made it into a table. In the initial years, even then when Amazon was funded and things were going well for them, so it's true. They don't care. They care on their craft, they care on the skill, the ability of the business to make money and the value it adds. These are the things that really matter.
And I think I always feel like you earn a lot of money, like anyone, with adding value.
Absolutely.
This is something which I feel like is the paramount. And we need to tell to every single person, like young adult, पैसा सबको चाहिए.
Yeah.
And when we work with them, वो बोलते हैं पैसा कमाना है बहुत सारा. मैं कहा कैसे कमाओगे? बोले बिजनेस कर लेंगे. मैं कहा बिजनेस से पैसा नहीं आता. किसी की वैल्यू ऐड करके इन रिटर्न जो तुम्हें पैसा मिलता है उससे पैसा आता है.
Yes. And that's gratifying money.
Gratifying, that's a good word, yeah.
Because you feel that sense of worth कि मैंने create किया है किसी के लिए तो मेरे को reward मिला है. So then you want to do more of it, and that's you get into that circle of getting more money also.
And I think that also builds a sense of self in you.
Obviously, confidence
and sense of self-esteem.
Very big.
That I'm adding value to society.
Absolutely. People look up to you.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me some practical ways that students can start thinking, like somebody who's young. Some practical ways that they can do. So you told about, let's say, ETFs or something like that. But so there are two aspects I feel like. एक तो होता है कि पैसा कमाना है. एक होता है जो कमा हुआ पैसा है उसको कैसे मैनेज करना है, राइट?
Yes.
ये दो बहुत डिफरेंट क्राफ्ट्स हैं, आई फील लाइक.
Different crafts.
So first is how do they earn money, and the second is how do they manage money.
Correct.
So let's say student hai, even they earn money, maybe let's say pocket money.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's doing some internships.
Hmm.
And what are the initial steps they should start doing? Like you said, ki karo,
Hmm.
but kya karo?
So सबसे पहले if someone is studying, let's say, um, doing a job alongside your studies is, I think, very, very important. For me, it worked. It did wonders. I started by like the first week I went to London while I was doing my graduation. I got a job in Subway and worked there for a few months. Then Pizza Hut, and then after that, somehow as I settled into the country, I realized, let's do an office job because that is more value add. I can make more money and learn also. So from mechanical job, it got more into a little more professional. So I got into market research. Very elementary, but it was a good foot in the door. And because of that, I got into financial sales later on when I completed my graduation. So I learned, again, this was also doing and learning side by side. So the things we were understanding in university, in whatever little ways I could, I started applying that in my job too, especially a marketing position. So it's kind of set out my career to make more income. And while I was doing all this, unfortunately, I did not have the advice, anyone telling me. I did not have a godfather who could explain to me, like, this is how you need to manage your money. So I did the mistake of spending all of that.
Want.
On everything, 100%. Let's look at needs later. Let's take care of the want first.
Ek hi life hai na?
Exactly. So, but now looking behind, I would say ki invest. Invest first.
So first is do a job, earn a basic money.
Yeah.
And once you have an inflow of money, then you should invest.
Yes.
Okay. Easiest way to invest? For somebody who's starting, who doesn't know anything about investing.
SIPs. Into ETFs.
ETF.
कि निफ्टी 50 का ETF लिया और हर मंथ उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू कर दिया. निफ्टी 50 is the most safest, the most common, longest in history in terms of analysis. Like, it is a non-brainer.
Good. So let me just explain that ETF and mutual funds, because I feel like maybe some people don't understand this. So mutual funds is a consortium of all the stocks which are being managed by let's say a fund manager.
Yes.
And it's a combination of stocks. So you're actually investing in those stocks.
Correct.
ETF is that you're investing in the index.
Yes.
So maybe it's Nifty, maybe if you talk about US, it's S&P or some other.
Yes.
But you're actually buying the Nifty.
Yes.
When you buy the Nifty, whatever the stocks are listed in the Nifty, you're actually buying a piece of that.
Correct.
Difference between the two, mutual fund and Nifty?
Discretion is the biggest one. The person who Warren Buffett learned value investing from, Benjamin Graham, wrote this book called The Intelligent Investor. It's
Great
been
book.
Many decades. Wonderful book.
I think it's the holy grail.
It's the holy grail of value investing.
Yeah.
And what that book said then is still relevant today, that 70-80% of the times the probability is that the mutual funds, the active ones, will not beat their own indexes that they're benchmarking themselves against. And so then why invest in a mutual fund? Because you're investing in the discretion. Fund manager खुद decide करता है मुझे कहाँ invest करना है. Index in itself is a auto adjusting mechanism. Share price बढ़ता है तो stock को ज़्यादा weightage मिलती है, और weightage ज़्यादा मिलती है तो उसमें पैसा ज़्यादा allocate होता है. And if that happens, your money starts growing well. And कोई अच्छी कंपनी अच्छी नहीं करती तो stock गिरता है, weightage कम होती है, बाद में eventually बाहर निकल जाती है. So you take a lesser hit on the investment even in going down markets.
So you advise ETFs. Okay, perfect. How can somebody do this? Like, I'm sure there are a lot of apps these days and everything. Couple of them that you advise?
So I'm not per se in favor or against of any. Some basic ground rules need to be set. कि जो आपका डीमैट account है, that is what you basically need. Any companies whose DMAT you have, चाहे वो Grow हो, Zerodha हो, Paytm Money.
So they have ETFs.
It's a platform. It's like a TV.
Platform में they have ETF to buy.
Correct.
Okay.
It's like a TV जिसपे whatever is being telecasted will be shown. And in this case, whatever is listed on NSE and BSE will be shown. So you can buy. So what matters more than the platform in itself is the knowledge of the investing. तो अगर उसका base frame में if it is CDSL and NSDL के साथ अगर वो linked है, which is the safety of your money, if that is taken care of, the platform पे सिर्फ फीस वाला ही क्वेश्चन होता है. तो whatever जिसको जो सर्विसेज सूटेबल हैं वो उस प्लेटफॉर्म से खरीद ले. खरीदना क्या है इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन द प्लेटफॉर्म इन इटसेल्फ.
बट किसी को कुछ नहीं आता, वो जाके सीधा एक ETF ले ले,
यस,
चाहे निफ्टी 50 का.
यस,
एंड मे बी इफ यू हैव एज स्मॉल एज 1,000 रुपीज अ मंथ,
यस,
start doing it.
yes, but do it monthly, not कि एक बार करके छोड़ दिया, because then you're waiting for luck to happen and that can wait for 3 years also. But you're averaging the market, ऊपर जा रहा है बढ़िया, नीचे आ जाए बढ़िया, eventually रिटर्न आएगा ही आएगा.
So in the long run रिटर्न आएगा.
बिल्कुल.
Any interesting story that you can think about from your coaching experiences that you want to share, like which can inspire or motivate people of our listeners?
At this point, 2 stories come to mind. I want to use the contrasting one.
Yeah, I would love that.
So, an ideal way to answer this question should have been a young person who's, made a lot of money. And this is predominantly what youngsters would like to hear. I would first start with the opposite. Exactly. But मैं आपको उल्टा बताता हूँ.
अच्छा.
I'll tell you a story of a 57-year-old who came to me, and I still have a recording of that. It's on my YouTube. I sort of masked his face because it wouldn't have looked
Glad
nice.
you did that.
Took his permission. But I said, this needs to go. People need to see.
This.
He's like, Arpit, wherever I invest, that thing goes down. If I buy property, if I buy shares, if I buy gold or whatever he was saying. So in his experience, the relationship with money, especially investing, was so bad that he only kept his money in FDs and some extremely secure real estate जिसका appreciation ही नहीं हो रहा था. So his money was basically burning in taxes and inflation. He says, Arpit, I'm 57. When will I make wealth?
True.
And it was sort of touching also, because as a coach you would want to help, but then you wonder if he's 57, would he be able to as well? So I did a entire audit and we started working. 3 years later, which is last December in 2023, he again came in our community meeting sessions, and he says, and this is quite unbelievable, at the age of 60, after 3 years of work, this guy is growing his portfolio at a rate of 22% a year. Wow. And which is not just equity shares or mutual funds. It's a diversified. So he has got gold in it also. He's got debt in it, bonds in it also. He's got some alternative assets also. And then he's got indexes and stocks. So it's a basket. That basket is growing by 22%.
That's a good return.
Which means a very less risk.
Yeah.
So great risk-adjusted return. Second thing, he's like, Arpit, my relationship with money has changed. पहले I used to think कि जो गिरवाना है बता दो, मैं invest करता हूँ तो गिर जाएगा.
और तो उसका उल्टा ले लो.
हाँ, वो उसका उल्टा है. So, and he's invested in a unlisted share as well, which is the only one he's done. And ironically, Dholakia Ventures has also invested, which is one of the top 20 VCs of India. So he made that choice with us. So, and when I looked at him and I was like, कि आप अगर सामने होते, I would have touched your feet and said, this is exactly what I'm talking about. No matter your age, if you can do it at 57, why can't someone do it at 18? Because your level of rigidity, the level of conditioning gets so deep. By the time you're in your late 50s and 60s, you kind of say, I've lived my life.
Beliefs, no? So
everything.
They're very strong beliefs. You can't change them.
Cemented.
Yeah.
But someone to break it and then do it at that age, this is the reason why I'm sharing this story. Not of a young person, of an older person
because
who
if somebody
went through
can do
that
it at
time.
that age, you can definitely do it in your early age.
Exactly.
And I feel like, Arpit, one of the things I feel like a lot of people, I mean, we've gone through that journey, right?
Yeah.
So like, हमें भी कुछ नहीं पढ़ाया था. I still remember I was in my college and I was doing my engineering. And I wanted to learn finance.
Yeah.
So I went to my dean and people around. I was like, I want to learn finance. Is there a module for finance?
Hmm.
बोलते इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है ये यहाँ फाइनेंस वाइनेंस नहीं पढ़ाता. I was like, okay.
Hmm.
So I could not learn it, but I
Yeah.
had that passion.
Hmm.
So I started learning outside.
Hmm.
But I feel like कि बहुत, and because of that I actually got into investment banking, and I worked in UBS, and I've learned a lot about investing and other things. But I feel like ये ना बहुत कम ऐसे लोग हैं जो आउटसाइड ऑफ दैट करिकुलम जाके पढ़ सकते हैं. सो somehow I
Correct.
feel like ये एक थोड़ा एजुकेशन ऑसिफाइड है इस चीज़ के लिए. कोई पढ़ना भी चाहता है ना तो उसको अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं मिलती.
Correct.
लकीली वी लिव इन द इंफॉर्मेशन एज,
Yes.
तो गूगल क्लिक पे सब कुछ है,
Hmm.
सो यू कैन सी.
Hmm.
बट वन ऑफ द थिंग्स आई फील लाइक कि अभी भी वो ट्रस्ट नहीं है ना, क्योंकि
Hmm.
गूगल इज गूगल, राइट? इफ यू सर्च समथिंग इट कैन गिव यू 10 good things and it give you 100 bad things.
Yeah.
So you all always averse in that frame of mind.
Hmm.
But I feel like ये एक mindset, how do you see like young people really, what is something that we can do to motivate them to think about their finances early on?
I think their interaction with money
Yeah.
should be increased
Hmm.
because, and having the right environment around them.
Hmm.
Because I learned this about 7-8 years ago that your environment is stronger than your will.
Hmm.
And your will is very short lived. It's very emotion based, situation based, but your environment is the environment. It is the way it is, and it's constantly there. So if your environment is such, it naturally pulls you to that equilibrium of the environment.
Hmm.
So agar aap, like, which is why they say ki if you have 5 friends, let's have
that's
wealthier
good.
friends, so that you will become to their equilibrium. You'll come to the same frequency as them. You'll start making same money.
Hmm.
तो अगर किसी को उस डायरेक्शन में जाना है तो हैविंग अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एनवायरनमेंट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
So glad you talked about environment, because I feel like it's not very easy to break environment, right? And I think money values बहुत सारे आपके parents और society से भी आती है. Is that
बहुत
right?
ज़्यादा,
है ना?
बहुत ज़्यादा.
Because I'm sure we've all read this psychology of money. It's like how your
Yes.
belief systems are actually, created from the environment that you grew up in. So tell me about, have you seen like, you said that you work with a lot of second, third generation with wealth.
Yeah.
Have you seen young people getting into this and not understanding finance a lot?
So rephrase the question
So
one more
let's
time.
say you work with entrepreneurs. You know their beliefs. Sometimes you feel like they are passing on those beliefs to their kids. So if they don't have right beliefs, the kids are picking up those beliefs also. Have you seen that happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot. Because even I'll start with me first. Like my parents, my father later turned into an entrepreneur. Initially was employed in the family business. Still employed though, not running it per se. So the mindset was still that of an employee. So what even today I see that, and it's not changing, that the thought process is still that of an employee despite now he is a business owner. Still there, and all the decisions he makes, I now, because I'm in this field and the things that I do, I can very easily see the frame with which person is thinking. What is their money blueprint? It looks so evidently clear. It's in the face.
You can see and you can tell.
So I know what decision he's going to make if this situation happens, or this or this. What sort of choice he would make. So वो problem ना बहुत डीपली इंग्रेन्ड है, बहुत डीपली इंग्रेन्ड है. आपके पेरेंट्स विल मेक और ब्रेक योर फाइनेंशियल डेस्टिनी. इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है.
And I always say this, like, and because we want parents to also understand that how important your beliefs are, and passing down to your children, they're very important.
Yeah.
I want to talk about a story. So I was in a session and there's like a 10th grade kid with his parents. तो मैंने उससे पूछा, मैं what do you want to do in life? So this guy was like, I want to be this. So I can see कि कुछ था, friction है. So I asked parents, can I have a word with him alone? I was like, yeah. So this guy was sitting like this. And he was very, जैसे ही मैंने बोला ना उसके मुंह पे smile आ गई. And then he was like, he was waiting for his parents to go out. जैसे ही वो बाहर गया ना, मेरी तरफ घूमा और बोला, I want to earn a lot of money. And I was like, मैं कहा, okay. मैंने कहा ये उनके सामने क्यों नहीं बोला, पेरेंट्स के सामने? कहता सर, मैं बोलता ना फिर वही बात शुरू होती, पैसा हाथ का मैल है, पैसा नहीं कमाना, think about doing this. And I feel like sometimes these things are right,
Hmm.
but telling it to your kid is a very different ball game altogether, because he
Hmm.
will acquire not like कि आपने शायद पैसा कमा लिया है,
Hmm.
आप उस लेवल पे, you feel like value है, हमने भी वो बात करी.
Hmm.
But I think to start that journey, you should always have a positive relationship with money.
Throughout have to have a positive,
Right?
क्योंकि उसके बिना होएगा ही नहीं.
नहीं होगा.
Yes. एंड एक इसमें ना एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ क्या है कि इफ़ पेरेंट्स, आजकल जो मैं देख रहा हूँ, ऑल द पेरेंट्स वांट देयर चिल्ड्रन टू डू फाइनेंशियली वेल.
हाँ,
इंग्रेन्ड है, आप डीएनए ऑफ पेरेंट इज
सही
दैट.
बात है.
बट आर दे?
Oh yeah. Very good question.
सो वो एस्पिरेशन ही तो है, विश ही तो है,
हाँ.
बट यू नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग फॉर इट.
Hmm.
Unless you work on your
हाँ.
beliefs, work on your money values, work on your relationship with money, until that is not getting solved, you are just wishing for a dream to come true that your child will also do well. So you are not contributing for sure in that. If anything, you're a deterrent because you're not adding value as a parent while you're always surrounded with your family. तो अगर वो आपको पॉजिटिवली इम्पैक्ट नहीं कर रही तो मैं नेगेटिव ही मान के चलता हूँ, बिकॉज एज अ पेरेंट दैट्स योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी.
True.
तो when a parent wishes well for the child, first they should
Do themselves.
do it themselves,
Hmm.
and naturally वो हो जाएगा.
And I feel like जब as a parent when somebody is aware about those things, तो वो automatically वही beliefs जाएंगी.
Exactly, okay, as monkey see monkey do.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're spending money, your
हाँ.
children will also spend money like a spendthrifter.
Hmm.
But then again, if you are value investing, your child would also wonder, how are you doing this?
So something that I feel like कि बहुत सारे parents जो है ना, even if they're investing,
Hmm.
वो साइड अपने बच्चों को नहीं दिखाते हैं.
Hmm. Yes.
बट जो वो स्पेंडथ्रिफ्ट ना, घूमना फिरना जाना, वो दिखाते हैं.
Yes.
सो समवेयर आई हैव सीन विद आवर स्टूडेंट्स की वो देखते तो हैं कि पेरेंट्स स्पेंड कर रहे हैं, बट वो अदर साइड नहीं देखते कि वो कितना इन्वेस्ट भी कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
सो मे बी सेड 50 30 20, दे आर डूइंग मोर देन 20 मे बी.
Many are.
एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पेरेंट्स somehow they feel like यार बच्चों को ना अपने फाइनेंसेस बताना थोड़ा ठीक नहीं. आई डोंट नो, बट आई हैव सीन दैट अ लॉट ऑफ पेरेंट्स दे ट्राई टू हाइड इट फ्रॉम देयर किड्स.
Yes. क्योंकि वो उनका रिलेशनशिप विद मनी है कि उनको ऐसा लगता है इफ माई चाइल्ड सीज माई फाइनेंसेस, इसका दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा. एंड आई फील कि इन अ स्मॉल वे you should start giving some part of your money to the children so that they can manage. And based on that, you should make that assumption कि इसका दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा या ये
It's a good
मेरे से
question.
बेटर हो जाएगा.
It's a good point. What age? What do you think? Like, I mean, there's no right answer or wrong
Yes,
answer. But
there is none. But I think analytically अगर हम देखें तो early 20s is a very very easy point जहाँ से इसकी इनिशिएशन करी जा सकती है. Not everyone is Warren Buffett and they start at 13.
So true.
And उस टाइम पे प्रायोरिटीज डिफरेंट होती हैं. बट क्या होता है कि बाय देन यू आर सॉर्ट ऑफ fully formed in the mind about काम क्या होता है, पैसा क्या होता है. You have like complete experiences. And then it's easier to go in this field, and then you're also making money by yourself. तो पैसे की वर्थ भी धीरे धीरे समझ में आनी शुरू हो जाती है. तो it's a any time after 18, definitely early 20. The moment you're in your 20s,
Start with this.
मतलब that is the ideal time. उससे पहले कर सकते हो, no harm.
I'm gonna add what you just said, and I feel like you're right. There's an age about 18, 20, but I still feel like to add on to your point is starting in when you're your teens, when you start understanding the concept of money, because
Yes.
psychology says 12 years is we start developing logical brain.
Yes.
Anytime after that, I feel like even if you have pocket money,
Yes.
you should start investing or start understanding money, because now you know. मैं आपको 5,000 रुपये दे रहा हूँ,
Correct.
10,000 रुपये दे रहा हूँ महीने का.
Correct.
You have to do your Amazon shopping, you have to do eating out,
Yes.
whatever. But let's say out of 5,000, 1,000 रुपये you have to invest.
Correct.
And by the time you turn 18, I feel like वो 4-5 साल में you can do so well,
Yes.
and you might not know 1,000 रुपये कहाँ पहुँच जाएंगे.
It sets the basis of later management.
And now
yes.
what happens? Now you're earning money, na? So
Hmm.
you're more trained
Yes.
because you've managed it.
Yes.
नहीं तो जब पहला पैसा आता है ना तो लगता है let's spend
Hmm.
on the wants.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's a good time for them to train because that will prime them for the age that you're talking
Correct.
about.
So teens में budgeting habits
Hmm.
can form in a very beautiful way.
Yeah, good.
And once you are 16 and above, ideally India में 18, when you have the power to and the time to work alongside study, then the understanding of money, the practical, how you really receive it by working somewhere, that the other part, the active income, you can say, starts coming in. So in dono ka combination, by the time they're in their 20s, the person is
Set.
already set there. So definitely I'm in with you.
Okay. Now, what are the common traps would you say that young people can get into? Because money is a different game. Like maybe somebody thinks I have a lot of money, my parents have this. So what are the common traps do you see young people getting into?
The first and most common one is कि high returns.
सबको चाहिए पैसा डबल हो जाए.
सबको चाहिए पैसा डबल हो जाए और yesterday.
मतलब कल भी नहीं,
कल नहीं, आज भी नहीं.
ये तो एक्चुअली में if I say Gen Z or new generations are like that, तो मैं इनको बोलता हूँ they are Amazon Prime generation.
Yes.
They don't want next day, they want yesterday. So same thing with money also.
True, it's true. So anyone who starts, सबसे पहले aspiration यही होते हैं, very high aspirations होते हैं. Nothing wrong with it, but just that कि there is a tree will take its own time to give the fruit. So you can't expect the seed to give you the fruit. So it needs that time. So and in this time you also mature as an investor. ये जो investor maturity है ना, it's a very 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 integral concept which most early age investors don't know. Ki they haven't seen the times. They might have seen it on a chart, but you haven't experienced your money going to 50% value. How do you behave then? That is investing psychology. That is how you mature as an investor. तो investing maturity build करने के बाद बड़ा पैसा लगाना चाहिए. तो पहले थोड़े अमाउंट से करते रहो. Don't worry about कितना corpus create होगा, कितना return आएगा. Just try and do it with small money. Once you've gone through a few cycles, then you start investing more aggressively.
And I think you put it in a beautiful words, because what we were mentioning about start with teenager, I feel like the 3-4 years will give you investment maturity.
Yes.
So that by the time you're there, you already know the game.
Exactly.
So you're not like learning the game at that age. You're learning the game at a prior age.
Very, yes.
So that you mature.
Absolutely.
One of the basic things that I see, and I'm sure you must have also seen, a lot of people, they feel like कोई नहीं, want है, ले लो, लोन ले लो, या फिर बेसिक चीज़ है क्रेडिट कार्ड स्वाइप कर लो. They might not have that kind of a backing कि वो पे भी कर सके.
Correct.
What do you feel about this like mindset कि सब कुछ लोन पे ले लो, क्रेडिट पे ले लो?
Social conditioning से I feel it's two things. एक तो very good marketing by the brands.
Yeah.
And they like if you remember, पहले कोलगेट में नमक होना चाहिए था, फिर कोलगेट में तारकोल होना, वो चारकोल होना चाहिए था, नॉट तारकोल,
चारकोल, या
फिर उसमें नींबू भी होना चाहिए था. एंड दे कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट देयर ओन
कि अब नमक नहीं होना चाहिए,
कि अब ये नहीं, एक्चुअली ये होना चाहिए. तो दे हैवंट मेड अप देयर माइंड, नीदर शुड वी. So I think it all comes down to it's very good marketing by them, and I think we as a consumer having that awareness is very important. I learned it although very late. I learned it at 24, 25 when I understood every time I made a purchase, is it a need or want? I kept on asking myself that, and that question itself transformed me. बहुत simple है, बहुत ही simple चीज़ है, but इसका जो compounded profound impact आता है ना किसी की life पे, cause an Armani की jeans, is it a need or want? Initially the old mind pattern would say definitely I need a jeans.
I need it, हाँ, but मैं jeans कोई और
but Armani की तो नहीं चाहिए ना. Exactly. कोई और भी तो चल सकती है. तो
need is a jeans.
Need is a jeans.
Want is the Armani brand.
Yes. So everyone needs a phone, but it need not be Apple 16 Pro Max Extra Plus. You don't
extra,
need extra.
I want 1 TB and all. Yeah.
Exactly. So the whole idea is कि ठीक है, need have to be met, but let's not mix the two. तो ये बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. अगर इसके बिना ये फंडामेंटल नहीं है तो you're not really getting ahead anywhere. So you will go for that consumerism का culture and you'll keep on spending money, which means, and you're buying depreciating assets. Will your phone appreciate in value? No. Will your Mercedes appreciate in value? No. Assets appreciate in value. तो एसेट और लाइबिलिटी की ना अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. ये टीनेज से डेफिनेटली पता होना चाहिए सबको.
एसेट एंड लाइबिलिटी
कि एसेट क्या है, लाइबिलिटी क्या है. अभी आप इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे हो, आप खर्च रहे हो. खर्चने के टाइम पे पता होना चाहिए कि व्हाट आर यू क्रिएटिंग. तो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
अच्छा, एक बार एसेट और लाइबिलिटी एक्सप्लेन कर दो जरा.
See,
basic terms.
Very simple. Liability is anything which depreciates in value. It takes away money from you and doesn't give you the same worth back. And an asset on the contrary will do exactly the opposite. It will appreciate. तो आपसे पैसा लेगा लेकिन बढ़ा के देगा. तो a phone would not be an asset. A luxury car would not be an asset. Your expensive clothes will not be an asset. But if you use the same phone to make more money, it can be an asset. If you use that same luxury car for rentals, it can be an asset. If you buy a house and you...
But how to use that is important.
Exactly.
है ना? और I feel like कि अगर मैंने 1,000 रुपये लगाए तो लाइबिलिटी में वो जीरो हो जाएगा.
बिल्कुल.
फ़ोन लेता हूँ मैं 7, 2, 4, 5 साल बाद वो जीरो होना है.
बिल्कुल.
एसेट है 1,000 रुपये का, वो 10,000 बना के देगा मुझे.
करेक्ट.
और इवन व्हाट यू सेड, लग्जरी कार इज नॉट बैड इफ आई एम यूजिंग इट. तो मतलब अगर पर्सनल यूज के लिए रहा हूँ दैट्स ओके. बट इफ आई एम यूजिंग इट लेट्स से टू हैव अ लग्जरी ट्रैवल कंपनी एंड आई एम मेकिंग मनी ऑन टू इट, सो दैट्स अगेन एन एसेट.
Absolutely.
So it's asset is anything that will make you more money what you have invested.
Correct.
And liability is something that will make it zero.
If I am a law firm or someone who's a professional, मेरे लिए एक लेट्स से मोबलॉन्ग का पेन लेना could be an asset. And it is not a need, it's not a want, it's a need. Because that will help me to create an impact on my potential client or the one I'm working with, that it's a style statement and that other person is willing to pay me extra because that is the perception he has of me.
You got a good point on this one. So because we talk about like ये status के लिए कर रहा है, ये इसके लिए कर रहा है, उसके लिए कर रहा है, right? This is also kind of status that I'm doing, right?
Yes.
That comes with my profession.
Professionally aligned, it works.
Okay.
If I'm doing the same thing in a party, no one cares. 2 drinks down, if you have a Moblong or an Alt doesn't, no one cares, right? So it's very different. तो ये समझना, ये मेच्योरिटी बहुत ज़रूरी है पैसे को लेके.
Because you said right, like कि perception है सामने वाले का.
Yes.
And professionally if you're doing it, that's a different thing.
Correct.
But हाँ, एक चीज़ है कि we have to also justify कि professionally क्या सही है क्या नहीं है.
Exactly. उसका अगर positive impact आ रहा है, अगर उससे मेरी income बढ़ रही है तो it's great. We recently moved in from average co-working to WeWork. Our rent went up 3x. I could have afforded a E-class, but I did not. I invested that money in the rental of the business so that when my clients come to me, they see me as the guy.
Got it.
So if they seeing me as the guy, I can easily, in few clients, I can outrightly own the E-class. I can do that.
Yeah, true.
So the whole idea is that you're creating that perception. Then this expenditure is an asset.
So I feel like first, what you're trying to say, if I just sum it up, I just wanted to just put it like you make assets first.
Yeah.
Which will pay you back.
Correct.
And then you can buy liabilities or wants or anything.
Yes. Why not?
Right? Which is, I think, the classic thing of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert
Absolutely.
Kiyosaki, right?
Absolutely.
That's how it says you build the asset, you make those assets generate income for you, and then you buy that.
Yes. क्योंकि उसमें भी budgeting, because the money is coming back to you from the asset. अब मैं सारे को नहीं खर्चूंगा, मैं उसके भी कुछ पैसे को reinvest करूंगा, कुछ से अपनी needs take care करूंगा और अपनी wants पूरी करूंगा.
अच्छा, एक बड़ा interesting word है which a lot of people they want to do, called passive income.
Yeah.
है ना? तो कई बार ये concept लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता. So I was in a meeting with one of the around early 20s and then we were talking about I want to earn passive income. मैंने कहा पहले एक्टिव इनकम आती है, उसके बाद पैसिव इनकम आती है.
True.
Can you just define passive income a bit?
So, any sort of income that comes to you without your active involvement in it is passive. So, rental is passive, dividend from stocks is passive, investment in bonds, the interest you get from it is passive. All of these things are working irrespective if you're in the bed or you're working in your office. It's still happening, right? All of this is passive. Active obviously is when you're going to your job, you are working in a business, building a startup. All of this is active because you're giving your time, effort, energy, money, everything to it. Here, only thing is you just do some research, put the money into place and let it come back to you.
So the goal is start early, get that active income, start investing.
Yes.
Through that, build your passive income streams.
Yes.
And once you start generating passive income, then you go for your wants or liabilities and everything based on how much you're getting.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
If you do the other way, which is like getting the active income with not even thinking about investing, just buy, loan le lo, credit card le lo, bill baad mein chuka denge and all that, you're getting into a trap.
Correct.
Which you might not do it by 50s or 60s. An example, very good example that you mentioned also earlier, right?
Do you know about Warren Buffett? He still doesn't own an iPhone. While there was a point that 50% of Berkshire Hathaway's money was in Apple company. So that is aspirational.
Yeah, somehow मुझे लगता है that's really the God level.
That is God
for
level.
a lot of people.
It is God level. Because how are you going to not buy an Apple phone when you're investing in Apple?
You're the biggest investor probably at that time, right?
Yeah. For his personal, the business money, 50% was extremely high stake.
Yeah.
But he made money, made good money out of it.
So I feel like that's God level.
That is
and
God
I
level.
feel like thoda balance hona chahiye.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. That's how you actually made wealth.
This is aspiration.
This is aspiration, right?
Yes.
But I feel like if you understand this at a young age, like don't work for wants, work for that active income.
Yes.
Try to build assets to get you passive income.
Yes.
That's where the magic happens.
Absolutely.
And sooner you can do, you get the power of that compounding.
Yes.
What are your thoughts like? What are the basic things parents can do to encourage their kids on this journey?
So one foremost thing is not the standard education, but that sort of education, that environment, that community where these things are given its right place.
Future ready.
Future ready. Which is exactly what it is. Because India में पैसे के बारे में बहुत कम बात होती है फैमिली में और उसको अच्छा नहीं माना जाता, अच्छा नहीं देखा जाता. So that must change.
And have you seen that in even people with good wealth not discussing money?
I currently don't have the fortune of being in the dining table. However, I still see कि वो जो पैसे की बात कर रहे होते हैं ना, it is that धंधे का पैसा.
अच्छा,
It's always business money. Personal finances are still not discussed. And that is a problem. Because वो या तो उसको speculative देखा जाता है. Because they don't have knowledge about investing or money management. Or it's just let go of by कि ये देखता है हमारे लिए. But आपको खुद नहीं पता आपका पैसे का क्या हो रहा है. That's a problem.
So that's a good point. Have more discussion with your kids.
Yeah.
Even about the investments and even about the other things that you're doing.
Money management के ऊपर बात होनी चाहिए, वो business का हो या personal हो. That is the thing.
Can you recommend some books for someone to start this journey?
I think this very simple book everyone knows is Rich Dad Poor Dad, the classic one.
The classic, yeah.
And I think it really opens the perspective. And once you have read that, you read the few series of the books. It's not just one book; it's a series of the Cash Flow Quadrant comes next. Once you've gone through that, Unshakable by Tony Robbins is also very good on long-term index investing. And then Psychology of Money is also very good. It helps you set the right relationship with money also. These are foundational books. And then I feel कि once you have got your interest कि किस area में काम करना है, then you can specialize. The one thing I regret not learning enough about early on was accounts. And इन्वेस्टिंग में अकाउंट्स बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है. इतने इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं कि यू कैनॉट सेपरेट द टू unless you are speculating. और ये बात मेरे को शुरू में समझ में ही नहीं आती थी कि अकाउंट्स का क्या लेना देना, अकाउंट तो डेबिट क्रेडिट है. अब डेबिट क्रेडिट का इन्वेस्टिंग से क्या लेना देना. बट व्हेन यू गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि इन्वेस्टमेंट हो क्या रही है, जब तक यू अकाउंट्स नहीं समझोगे, एक बिजनेस नहीं समझ सकते, मतलब तो बिजनेस नहीं समझ सकते तो अब इन्वेस्ट किस में कर रहे हो, तो स्पेकुलेशन ही तो है. तो ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है. पीपल हु आर गुड इन टू इन्वेस्टिंग आर ऑल्सो गुड इन टू अकाउंटिंग. दे अंडरस्टैंड दैट.
What do you wish your school, college, or education did something differently to get you on this journey or fast track this journey?
I think more experiential based learning most definitely would have helped. School में तो we never even had a
हम तो बात ही नहीं
finance तो topic ही नहीं था.
करते.
And I hope they are making progress on that, because I do talk to my school teachers and they also had the same feeling कि I wish हमारे टाइम में ऐसा होता हो. उनके टाइम में भी नहीं था, हमारे टाइम में भी नहीं था. So I think experiential based learning, that's one thing I, at least when I went to London, where I was working on finance and I was working on marketing, so it was a good element was there. I think it should be enhanced even further. जितना learning based education होगा, उतना ही practical understanding में आएगा और उतना short हो जाएगा journey to actually understand and master it.
And also I feel, Arpit, that a lot of teachers or professors, they don't even know about their own money.
True.
So there are no experts on this topic.
Correct. Not on that level. Not
level.
teaching to children.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Because I go to a lot of teacher training and I ask them, what do you want to do in life? And a lot of people say, I want to make money.
Yeah.
I want to have my own house.
Yeah.
So they're still in that zone.
Correct.
So it cannot come from there to at this level.
Yeah.
So what is one key takeaway, key advice that you want to give to somebody who's watching this, young person, can pick one thing and do? What's that one thing you want to say?
I think upgrade your environment. That in itself will set out the series of things that should happen to get you where you want to be.
I like it, but I just want to have a follow-up question on that. Maybe a lot of people can't change their environment because maybe they're born in that place. Maybe they have a friend circle they can't change, for example. Because it is good for somebody who's independent, let's say.
Yeah.
But changing their environment might not work for a lot of people.
Well, being a part of a community, that's a choice you can make.
Perfect.
You might not want to change your friends, maybe not right now, but at least be aware of what your impact of the current environment is making on you. The future choices can be made in line. And if I cannot be fit and active every hour of the day, I can go to the gym for an hour in the day, right?
Just like not settle, even if you can't change the environment, look out something outside of the environment.
Absolutely.
Like joining a community,
joining a community, doing courses, learning, watching YouTube videos, so many things you can do. That is also environment.
Yeah, exactly. The whole idea of having these podcasts and talking about these issues is because a lot of people are not talking about this.
Absolutely.
To a level where we want to do it. So great insights on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shirish.
All right.
Wonderful to be